Hey there, and happy Friday evening. So, yeah, as my day kept getting later and later, I'm like, I know I still want to go live. I have my project ready. And earlier today, I spent quite a bit of time at the post office getting thank you packets sent out. So that's always exciting to me. And I know you guys are always like, oh my goodness, what a fun surprise to get cards from Belle. And it's something that I enjoy doing. Even if I get behind, like I just love crafting and I love being able to get those cards in front of you. Just to give you dimensions, ideas, layouts, and all of that so that you have those products for inspiration. Some of you say that you never use those cards, you just use them for ideas and such. I love that, and I love hearing that you guys have said, oh, this was a perfect card, just what I needed for such and such, and I love hearing that as well. So got a ton of those. I just have a couple more thank you packets to get out, and then I'm caught up for May. I better, right? It's the first week of June. Okay, and so also I made a couple like stops, in-person visits with some of my local customers, and I love doing that as well too. So that's just as fun to do that as pop things in the mail when I get to see my people in person. And so today I'm going to make this card for you using pretty paper from that Lily Pond Sweet collection with the cute little ducks and everything. And I kind of gave you a sneak peek of this yesterday, and I decided, you know what, I'm going to go this route because I had another idea planned out, or actually a couple of them, using the pretty tulip from yesterday and that whole Spotlight on Nature bundle. But then I realized, like, I don't want to get you guys too excited about the Spotlight on Nature bundle quite yet because it's out of stock until the week of June 24th. Hopefully that'll be back in soon, but like I said, it's more fun to show things when people can order it. So yeah, so it's late Friday night. My husband, he works a lot, and so he is power washing and such, and so he's like, hey, how about a later supper? And I'm like, I'm perfect with that, because sometimes Friday nights can be a quiet time to just catch up too. So this is what I'm gonna do, flip my camera around and bring you this card today. A lot of times I'm going to this month be showing you different things that I have done at classes, and this is something that I did at my in-home stamp camp, and people just love the pretty paper. I do as well, but I am going to kind of show you how I made it from scratch because I had late signups, which isn't always a problem, and so we used up all the paper supplies to make the card, and so I don't have those just like at the ready because we had just enough to make all the cards for all the people. So let me kind of do this. Some pieces are like cut out or not too, it's not going to be like too time consuming either. Hopefully this will be quick for you, but I just thought, oh, sometimes just using the paper and making that do the magic. I know I say that over and over, but it's so true, especially with a card like this one too. So the Lily Pond Lake has like balmy blue, granny apple green, gray granite, peach pie, pretty peacock, pretty in pink. And so sometimes we see the greens and the pinks and all those fun new peach pie colors. But for my card base, I decided let's go with that nice pretty peacock color today. For the card base. So that is what I did, is I cut that in half and then scored it at half as well. And that's going to be our card base. And so the Lily Pond Lane has these pretty pieces here, 6x6. Backside has little cute dragonflies. Right now I look at it and all I see honestly is gnats. I don't know if you guys are like just bothered by them like I am. I brought in, from running errands this afternoon, just brought in like 2 trips and watered my plants, and I have welts all over my neck. It's just disgusting. So these are pretty dragonflies, but like I said, all I see are gnats. So we're going to use the pretty side. Okay, so on a 6x6 sheet, what I do is just cut this down. I hopefully can get this in. When I cut left-handed, sometimes it's harder to get to the 5.5 at the bottom on the camera angle. Okay, so at 5.5, I am going to just slice that off here. So we have just this little 1/2-inch strip of paper. I always save these and just like put them, when this is open, I just kind of slide that right in there like so. So it's for next time. You never know when that might come in handy. And then I'm just going to rotate and then cut it in half, which is 3 inches. So now we have the 6x6 to make 2 card fronts that way. So there we go with that. And since I have this out, I want to show you what else I'm using. That designer series paper, I've been using this tons and tons lately. The 24 through 26 in color 6x6. So that's all of our new colors that way. And like yesterday's card, just flashing back to that, we just use this little scrap here of the Pretty in Pink. Well, the Pretty in Pink matches this perfect, so I'm getting this out, the same design that I used yesterday. Gonna use the back side. Kind of cute little like bubbles. I think that's kind of fun. So let me just take, and all I need from this is like a 1-inch strip. So I'm gonna do 1 inch by 5.5 here as well. And there's kind of the cute little bubble pattern. I never know how well the camera picks that up, but that's what I'm going to use here. And then we'll be able to put these on the card front here. Let's see. So let me grab this and then just tape this on like so. And as I tape these things on, today is National Donut Day. Did anybody have a donut? Like that is something I can see. My mother-in-law makes amazing donuts. So I kind of can be snobbish and pass off other donuts. It's not that big of a deal to me. But today I think it was the power of suggestion, and a couple local like convenience stores were offering free donuts. So I did, because I love my pop, especially in the afternoon, my fountain pop. And so I did go collect a free donut today, and it was really good. I went, oh, maybe I am missing out. So let me know if you guys had a donut at all today to celebrate the occasion. All right. So then this is just going to go across the bottom like so. Just lining that up. And then there's just a little bit of overhang like so. All right. Just cutting those off like so. And then we have this, and you're like, okay, Belle, like you, didn't cut that right, or you misjudged. No. So I just come in with a belly band of that same color of the Pretty Peacock, and I love just doing belly bands. Most of the time I do. Every once in a while I have some kind of image that makes it work so I don't need it. So I'm just going to go right across the middle with that belly band there, and that just really finishes off and adds a nice little border in between the two for where the focal point's going to go. All right, so I've got that. And then we're going to build up on the focal point. And yesterday in this card, I was showing you where the thanks little rectangular stitched looking die cut came from. And so today we're going to use that same die cut and do the opposite. So I kind of like that I'm doing these videos as a back-to-back. Here's my die cut machine. Right, so I'm just going to take and put that there. These are the Unbounded Love dies. And like I said, don't want to go into detail too much with them just because I did show them yesterday. Let's see. So I've got that, and I need a top plate there. So this will be fun to show you these in person, how it does pop out. I kind of described it yesterday, but you'll get to see it in action. So if you have a project where you want that little stitched rectangle that is pretty small, very nice, you've got that. And then don't forget to take your pick tool and just pick and poke that out. And then this is where we get that cute little frame that's scalloped and stitched there that we'll be using today. So that's really fun how that comes together. And then the other fun thing in the Unbounded Love dies, I'm going to cut out with Peach Pie, are the little tiny floral sprigs there. And you get a large and a small on each of these. I love running them through 2 at a time because if you know me, behind the scenes, I'm going to be making a few of these cards, not just the one for you today. And so I like doing it at the same time. And for those of you that say, oh, I don't know how you do it with all the die cutting you do to prep for classes, I do enjoy that. I put my little audio books on in the background and away I go. Right, so those I'm just going to save for later. But it does help when you have dies like this that you can do two at once. So I only need these two for today's card. So I'm just going to set that aside. And then the last die that I'm going to use from the Unbounded Love dies is this nice scallop one here. And that has stitching on it as well. So this I'm running through in my pretty and pink color of cardstock. Like so, just so cute. I can just see like fun baby cards being made in my future with that. No, not in my future, but for other people. Better clear that up right away. Okay, so now to build on this, what I like to do is start with my stamping. I always say stamp first. So I'm going to get out my pretty peacock ink here. And then from the Unbounded Love stamp set. So keep in mind that these are bundled, the extra 10% off. So bundles, when you get them that first year that they come out, they're always at 10%, but now there's an extra 10%. So this Unbounded Love has all of these great greetings that I've been using a lot because they coordinate for the front of the card and the inside of the card. The sentiments coordinate, the writing styles coordinate as well. And then the dies that I showed you today, as well as what I just did, now like are just so fun to use with it. So that is the Unbounded Love. Now you see the stamps in action. So I just picked out Hello, and I'm going to center that here on my little scallop and set that aside. And now the green glue, I don't use a ton of it. I always think like you are either a glue person or a adhesive, like tape person, I should say. Glue is adhesive. So I'm just going to kind of tap a little bit of the green glue here, just because it's kind of a little bit of a frail piece. Oops, try not to get my fingers caught back in it. Okay, like so. And then I'm just going to frame my cute hello here like this, and then just press down. So I don't have a lot of the green glue on there. Less is more, I always tell people. It's crafting glue on purpose, so it's not like you've got to load it. It's really going to stick well. And so sometimes, like when people are putting big layers of this, they will just cover it, smear it. It's like, I just go lightly around the edges. This can last a long, long time. So I like to let people know that as well. So for this, I'm going to go ahead and put some dimensionals on the back side here. Maybe about 3 of them. Whoops. My papers are coming off now. If I wanted the papers to come off, I couldn't. Okay, I've got that. And then I'm just going to, by eyeing it, just center it there on my card. And then this, if you really want to take the time and poke out all these extra little pieces in the center of the sprigs, you can. Some people love to do that. I'm going to, just to show you that you can. A lot of people like to leave them in there, and that's okay too. Either way, sometimes depending on what's showing or not, I think, okay, that leaving them in there leaves an extra spot to kind of put a glue dot, you know, to adhere on there. So these I'm just going to kind of put side by side, and then find a glue dot here and attach that like so. And just making sure it's covering both. It doesn't look like it's doing a great job. Sometimes it just depends on how I've got them side by side, and that kind of want to squeeze them together. And then on my hello, I'm just going to go up like so. So like this one's going off to the side. And my other one, oh, you know why? It's the die. I was going to say my other one, like one wants to go one way and one the other, because these, because there's 2, they go different directions. No right or wrong. So this is kind of fun to show. So here's my sample. You can see I'm kind of curving in, and then here's a sample curving out. So that's why there's 2, besides how nice to have 2 of them like that. And then for an extra added embellishment, I love these dappled dots. They're out of stock right now. Hopefully will be coming in soon. And these coordinate with all the colors from the Lily Pond Lane too. So adhesive back dapple dots. So they've got those cute little cracks in them, which I love. And the pretty in pink, I'm going to grab one of the larger sizes here and just scoot that off and kind of just center that off to the side there. And then I'm going to grab a couple of the smalls and just kind of go down and then up at an angle there to kind of just soften that pretty in pink. It just adds a nice soft touch to that, like so. And then the front of the card is done. For the inside, I'm going to continue with that same stamp set, Unbounded Love, and ink that up with my pretty peacock. And this is going to say, have a blessed day. And got that. And this is just cut 4 by 5 1/4, my standard kind of inside the card measurement. Get those blue dots out of the way. And now this is ready to go. So I've been using my glass mat, as you can see, quite a bit lately. And just wanted to do a little shout out to this because this week became available as a pre-order for demos. And then in July, customers can order the glass mat coming up. And I'm realizing I am doing more stamping with my photopolymer. Those are like those clear see-through stamps. I'm able to have more success using this to just stamp like I did without the stamping mat. I will bring in my stamping mat when I have the photopolymer that are larger or more solid images, because I still think that's like the best. But I have noticed like this is just so nice. And then I get adhesive all over this. You can maybe see little specks here and there, but I get out like the cleaning cloth, just water, and just give it a nice hard wipe, and it comes off. So just want to mention that this is coming out soon. So yeah, it's a nice size. And sometimes like off camera, or, you know, even in the corner here, I'm doing measurements. If I forget, like, okay, maybe I didn't give you this measurements, like, is this 3/4? Is this 1/2 inch? So then I can just scoot it over here while I'm filming my video, and you guys don't even know if my camera's here. And it's like, oh, it's a 1/2 inch. And so it's nice to have this as like a nice tool here while I'm doing my videos. It's like my little crutch for measurements sometimes. So hopefully you'll have interest in this. I love it. I take it to my crafting events when I go away for the weekend and such. And so it has become more of a valuable tool for me than I really thought I would. I kind of got it to see what the hype was about, to be honest. And now I love it. It's kind of like one of those things like, don't take it away from me. I didn't think I needed it, but now I can't live without it. So I'll just stop with that. But here's my card for today. And hopefully you can enjoy some inspiration from that, or even get like a fun layout idea using different papers, but using like the measurements and idea for that as well. So have a great weekend, and hopefully you guys have fun plans. I have some football in my future this weekend. A couple of my boys play amateur football over the summer, so that's always fun to see. And our town has a local celebration going on as well, which makes it feel like summer is here. So see you guys sometime next week. I'm not sure what my schedule looks like. I think Monday's a pretty busy day for me, but maybe like Tuesday or Wednesday, I'll pop back on with you guys again. So take care. Bye-bye.